They added a new merchant, and from here it looks like it is the sprinkler salesman. So this is where you can get every single sprinkler type from tropical to berry to spice. You can't even craft them anymore. These are not craftable. I mean, each of them are like 50 million each, which is not that bad. It's all like a same basic price. But if we walk all the way over here to the cosmetic and crafting, and you go in here, you can see that there is no sprinklers anymore. They're all gone. The list is much shorter. There is some new stuff like pet pouches and treats and stuff, and mutation sprays, but there's no more sprinklers at all. So all these sprinkler types, the sweet, the tropical, the berry, the flower, the stalk, are now rare. Like you can only get them from the merchant, and I rarely even, the only merchant I've seen a lot is the gnome merchant, which appears, I mean, I feel like I don't even know the times. It disappears so often. But the actual like summer merchant, or the what's it called, the sprinkler merchant that you saw, I feel like it's gonna be kind of rare. So like you got, like, using these new sprinklers, you got to use them wisely. You just can't like place them down. I only have one of each. I don't even want to use them, just because I don't know if I'll get them again. I mean, maybe like he'll come back, especially if you're one of those like Discord servers that just like notifies you. You'll be able to like get there if you're in game in time, but most of the time it's just like a RNG type of thing to see if the sprinkler guy comes back. And on the Girl Garden wiki, if you guys don't use it, I recommend you guys using it. You can find all the different merchants that show here. So we have, for example, right now we have the gnome merchant. If I can click on it, it won't let me click on it. The gnome, the sky, the honey, the summer, and the mutation spray. These were the only ones that were added or in the game. The mutation spray is the most new one. The recent new one. No, the gnome one is just cosmetics. You can't really get anything useful except gnome cosmetics, but it actually could be good for that gnome pet. Let me see if I can like search it up real quick. Yeah, this guy right here. So the gnomes would be really good for this guy, because the more gnomes you have in your garden, the higher chance you can get the mutation spray from this dude. And the other merchant is the sky merchant, which is, it just provides the night staff, the star collar, and a mutation spray cloud touched. I've also seen this a lot. This actually comes quite frequently. I've seen the sky merchant a lot, other than the gnome merchant. Then the honey merchant, I don't think you can get anything honey anymore, at least pollinated, unless you have bees. But I do have a ton of extra honey left over. Let me see if there's like a way I can show you guys. I don't know if I can. If I'm over here, yeah, I have like 539 honey, so I can easily buy like flower seed packs, honey sprinklers, bee eggs. Well, the other sprinkler that's not in there, I guess it's the honey sprinkler. This is only part of the bee or the honey dude. It would be kind of cool if this honey sprinkler was actually in there, or like the chocolate sprinklers, because there is like a bunch of different sprinklers. Let me see if I can find any like limited one. They should have a limited tab. Okay, here's the merchant sprinklers. I could all of these guys, but there should be limited ones, like the chocolate one right here. Mythical, the chocolate sprinkler. That would be really cool if it was in the merchant one. There's also the summer merchant, which is just everything in the summer update. You can get it here. It's all obtainable. 33%. Cauliflower, rafflesia, green apple, all that stuff is here. But they also added the eggs. So all the summer eggs are in the summer merchant now. So that's how you can only obtain that. Here's the mutation spray guy, only a couple mutation spray, wet, windstruck, and the verdant, which are pretty good mutation sprays, I'm not gonna lie. But we have lastly the sprinkler merchant, just basic sprinklers. Like, I mean, it's not that bad. This is how you can get them now. You can't really craft them anymore. Like, they're not here. They're completely gone. The only ones you can really craft is none. You can't craft any of them. You can't even craft. You're able to craft, I think, godlies. No, I'm actually, no, never mind. I'm thinking about using the regular sprinklers to craft like the lightning rods and stuff like that. But I guess a good pro to it not being craftable is that you don't have to wait anymore, because crafting is not that big of a deal. I mean, it's all right. Like, I think it's a good thing implemented into the game. I just don't like the wait times, because if you're trying to craft, where's the pet pouches? Things like pet pouches, right? You have to keep in mind that 30 minutes. So you have to craft it, do whatever you got to do, and then come back in 30 minutes, grab it and craft it again if you're trying to be more efficient. But if you craft it, leave for 3 hours, and then come back, you're going to have just one pet pouch, or even just playing the game. Like, some of the things like before would take hours, like even like for here, look, 2 hours for an anti-bee egg, 4 hours for a pack bee. So it's like most of the times you can't even craft anything else. Like, it's just one thing and you wait. It would be cool if you can craft multiple things or have multiple things craftable, but you can't. It's only one at a time. So I am glad that these sprinklers over here are part of an actual shop that we can just buy and purchase, instead of having to wait to craft one thing at a time. The crafting the spicy sprinkler, waiting like an hour, then another hour, have to craft this one, waiting 2 hours, and then 4 hours, and then 5 hours, and so on and so forth. But it's actually really nice. They really should add pets that lower the craft time. I think the only thing they have right now that does that is I think it's this little guy right here, the hamster. I only have one of them. I mean, I don't really notice a significant difference in the crafting time when placing them down, but they should add a lot more pets that lower the crafting time. And all the normal sprinklers are all in here. Like, they're not going to be in the... Imagine if they put that in the sprinkler merchant too, like the Grandmaster sprinkler, the master sprinklers, and like the basic ones. You know how crazy that would be? But they're all here, so you don't got to worry about any of that stuff being like transferred. I don't think they would do that, because how are they going to admin abuse, like, and add this stuff, you know, and then have it for people? So the basic stuff is just going to be here. The only thing that is not going to be there is the these sprinklers. You can't craft them anymore, but that's actually really nice. I do like the design of the sprinkler merchant, and everything is a 50 million cost. Nothing costs more, nothing costs less. Maybe it's too expensive for some people, but for me, being like a 44 trillionaire, I think that's the amount of money that's very obtainable for me. I would have a lot more, but I do go to the Sky Giant up there, and I refresh the shop every single time, because I would like to get more. Do I even have them? Sky chests or sprout packs? Yeah, sprout seed packs. I only have 3 of them. Hey, let's put 3 of them. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, nothing good. But back to the crafting thing. It's kind of cool that things implemented in updates don't just go away. Like, again, the honey, all that honey stuff is still in the game. The honey sprinkler, the flower seed pack, all that stuff is still in the game. It's just a different way to obtain them. So I feel like the future updates and the giant, like the beanstalk and stuff like that, there's going to be either like a giant merchant maybe that appears, or you see this little green bean guy over here. I think he might be the actual next merchant. Maybe, providing the whole like green bean stuff. And even the craftable green bean things, I don't think, maybe they'll go away for like the next update. Maybe. But I think they'll come back. I think there'll be craftable things again or again. It might be just added into a merchant, because so far that's what they've been doing. They don't get rid of anything in the update completely. Maybe for the next update they will. But it always comes full circle. They always bring it back. I mean, you can already see examples like stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like the amber spine is from the prehistoric update. That's still in here. Same with this lingonberry. Horsetail was prehistoric. So they do keep them. They just change how you get them over time and as updates are added, or if they have no ideas, which is pretty cool. So it's good to know that not everything in some updates will be completely gone. Like Candy Blossom is still completely unattainable. You can't get that. There's no merchant for that. But a lot of other stuff is still obtainable and have been obtainable. So that could change too. Maybe they can make a Candy Blossom merchant or something, where you can just like maybe get Candy Blossom. I doubt it, because it's such a rare plant. But yeah, I mean, that just really tells us, them adding a sprinkler merchant tells us a lot more, that they're not getting rid of stuff and they're always changing and adapting and updating stuff to where it's not just tedious crafting or just adding something and getting rid of it. Like, they're just not making things just to make them. Like, it always comes back so you can obtain them and it's not permanently gone. Again, some things are permanently gone that you can't get, like Candy Blossom, for example. But yeah, they didn't announce this sprinkler merchant thing. It was just like a secret thing that was just added and it appeared, and then people started seeing it. I did get a DM from Cam about it, you know, shout out to Cam for sending me that. And I feel like I'm always late to make these types of videos. But hey, better late than never, you know. That's what I believe in. Better late than never. So yeah, I mean, I'll be looking to see what else they added or what else they're thinking of adding. I know there's been talks about seed trading and other stuff. So I'm probably gonna take a look at that and see if that's like a rumor or if that's true. And maybe I'll make a video about that. But anyways, be sure to hit that sub button. It helps me a lot. And I'll catch you next time.